All right, there we go. Hello, hello. What is up, everybody? Got the we got the Quadcast going. Got everything going. We got the lo-fi music going. We can turn that up a smidge actually. That's pretty good. All right, Thursday bench presserino. Yeah, today we should be going pretty heavy. Hoping maybe we'll try like a 287 for 5. All right, let's see here. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Bench day, a Larson close grip. 1 set of 5, 287 question mark. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, that's right. Set, we have to do an ascending set first. So a set of 5 at 270 to 275. And then back offs are 3 sets of 7 at 230 to 235 most likely. What is today? Today is weighted push-up, modified pull-up, preacher, well, and preacher curl. I can't type today. Yo, what's up, boys? Got looking sharp. Yep, not too bad. It was a little bit shorter than I wanted it to, but that's what I told her because I'm like, dude, it's just it'll get to where I want it to be in like a few weeks to a month. Like, I'd just rather get it cut so short and not have to worry about it, you know? But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just a little pasty, right? Little white forehead action. Little white forehead. All right. Hopefully today's another big day. It has been a pretty good week of workouts. Pieced together some pretty good stuff. I don't know what was going on yesterday, but I was seeing them shoulder veins go crazy for the first time in a minute. But I don't think that's the case today. What did I eat? Something, or I don't know. Something was causing them to pop. I didn't even work out yesterday. That's what we gotta get back to, though. Them shoulder veins popping and all up into the chest. Five, 8, 200 pounds, pure muscle and grit. Week 4. We got today and tomorrow. Oh, some heavy lifting, and then it's good old deload time. Honestly, pretty good momentum this block, though. Definitely looking forward to the future blocks. See what we can piece together. Yeah, everything felt pretty good here on the last week. Even the ones that weren't feeling too great for most of the block ended up being pretty decent. Deadlift being the main one that wasn't really feeling too great some weeks. But then we kind of clutched up here on week 4. Arnica, are you working out today? Or did you work out today, I guess? You're way later. Yeah, I went this morning. Good man, good man. What did you hit today? What was on the agenda today? did my Thursday on Wednesday, Friday today. Have first personal trainer session tomorrow. Oh, nice. Get a little personal trainer action, huh? Get a little bit of additional guidance. Today was back, chest, triceps. That's a good one. That is a good one right there. Well, I had my one client right before this, so might be just kind of a chill day. Might get a workout stream in, or not. We are doing the workout stream. Get a game stream in. Man, I'd really like to be kind of wrapped up with Crimson Desert by the time Neverness to Everness comes out. So, we got like right around a week left. We'll have to see. Because we'll definitely be playing that, checking that out. Let's see. We'll do 265 for probably one more warm-up. And then 275 will be that first ascending set. And then hopefully 280 is what we can do. And you pump the chest pulls, yep. Yep. I'm gonna start banning you guys for saying weird ass stuff in the chat. Y'all are thirsty individuals. Sometimes. I'm just gonna start removing messages. Got Slowpokes being diabolical. I'm more than a piece of meat. Oh, right. That's my bad. That's my bad. Doing my college duties and bringing a cake in tomorrow. Why the hell did I make one instead of buying one? That is a good point. Are you a baker man? Exchange for more. Rip. Yeah, I don't know how that would go for me either. Whole ass cake? Yeah, I don't know. With good presentation on my end, oof. Who am I getting called by? It says public service. I just be getting these. Let's see if they leave a voicemail, but I'm assuming it's probably spam. You know, just ruining my big set. Dang, we are flinging that up, aren't we? Alright, let's see if 287 is it there today. And we manage. So they'll go 5 pounds more for an actual set. Let's go to 75. We gotta turn up. Gotta make sure this is a good session. We've been doing good this week. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good song. Oh yeah. If I hit 287 for a 5, that's gotta be a PR. Gotta be. Who knows? Maybe we even go 292. It's time, baby. I'd say that's decent. Not easy necessarily. 287 is probably a pretty good call, I would say. So we'll load up 12 more pounds and hit that. I think I got this time. We're finally breaking that 280 curse. I think that I've actually I've like attempted 287 for 5, but I always fell short of the 5. So here we are. Sun is shining today too. It's quite the nice day out. What a vibe. Alright, big set here. This is the one that we always get stuck on right here. Can we do it for 5? I'm gonna swap this angle just a smidge. Probably screwed it in just a bit. Rainy cold? Oof. Like how cold we talking? All right, come on. So much discomfort we've endured for this right here. For things to feel good again. Come on. Oh, man, I said screw it. We're just gonna keep hitting it. 7 reps. 7 reps. All right. Okay, I probably could have done 292 for 5 then. Or proper temperature 39 and freedom. Yeah, what's up with the wrist wrap? What is up with the wrist wrap? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like why I use them, or if that's what you're referring to, then I guess Locos hit the nail on the head. Yeah, it's just like when I bench, when I'm benching super heavy, it just really helps, kind of keep the wrists in place, right? You don't want your wrists moving a ton as you're lifting, when you're bench pressing super heavy weight necessarily. You want a nice, stacked over the wrist, over the elbow. Is our internet dying? I don't know. You know what, Slowpoke? You should take 287 off the bar and see how your wrists feel. How about that? Yeah, I'd say it's good for like bench press, maybe a few. Maybe people that are doing like super heavy shoulder press. Know to go. It's to go with his leather harness. Oh my lord. It's context dependent too, like I power lift, right? My goal is to get as much weight on the bar. So I want to make sure everything's nice and stable, whereas you're just your average gym goer. You necessarily need to, one, lift that heavy, or two, you're probably just, going for a slightly lighter weight that feels more comfortable, So that's 205. I just smacked my knee right there. I don't know if you guys caught that, but that didn't feel too good. Y'all are getting banned. $225. They say 230 or 235. 235. Alright, guys, over here asking serious fitness questions. And you guys are just clowning right now. What is going on? I swear, all of my stuff is just not working properly. car. My phone's doing some weird stuff. Alright, let's see here. I don't know what the hell you just said, but hell yeah, brother. You own that. Alright, back off. Set work. Three sets of 7. Dang, what a set! 287 for 7? The cloak script? Feet up? Who is he? Man, wait till all the girls find out I hit 287 for 7. It's over. Not gonna be able to stream for a couple days. I'm gonna have some dates lined up. More plates, more days. Am I right? Oh, we're vibing now, baby. What a week. What a good week of workout performance. Man, I just aura farmed that top set. I was like, ooh, might get 5. Ended up with 7. I probably could have got one more, I probably had about one more in the tank. Probably good that, I kind of added in a few extra accessories. Few extra exercises for the home workouts. I think the weighted push-ups have actually been a success for sure. I think that has helped out. Yeah, tell slowpokes to speak for themselves. I have an accent, huh? What you mean by that? That should for sure be a personal best. Since I hit it for 7. Definitely. There's no mistaking that there. 5, you know, historically I remember trying to attempt 287 for 5, but I think I was always 1 or 2 reps short. Maybe I'll give it the benefit of the doubt since, you know, recall bias. Maybe I hit 287 for 5 at some point, but never for 7 for sure. That was a PR, definitely. And to think, like, we're talking sets that I know were to, like, absolute failure, pretty much. That wasn't even the failure. I think I had probably 1 more in the tank there. To be fair. I could grind out a bench press. You know what? I need like a PR emo. That's what I need. PR or ER, PR or ER. Now, I don't think Monday's primary bench session, I'd have to check. That might have been a PR too, but this one for sure, we know for a fact. What's a PR? Oh, my addiction is real? You're what, Overwatch? Oh, there's another person addicted to Overwatch in the chat. Although I guess Slowpokes is more Marvel Rivals, but I think they probably, you know, it comes in phases, right? Why not both? Why eat only 1 cake when you can eat 2? Oh no, not the loss streak. The 1 more, the can't end on a loss. That ends up being 5 hours long. Slowpoke, how do you deal with that when that happens to you all the time? Alright, last set of 7 here. How do you cope with that? I wouldn't know. Gotcha. Oh, we got a lovely follow. Thank you for the follow. Let me see here. Let me see here. I won't complain that things are not working as intended. Let's see. Because they definitely are not. Don't know why I did not get the follow note, like the notification on my OBS, I should say. Lily NG, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. I wonder why it does that. I think somebody said that there was like a delay or like a timer. I don't know. Sometimes it bugs out if you get a bunch all at the same time, but none of that today specifically. Weird. Yeah, thanks for the follow. All things fitness, powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related topics. Stay on like a sports chiropractor. And of course, occasional game streams too. Crank out some game streams on occasion. Not as consistent as the workouts, right? Just kind of help fill in the gaps. Blurps, Flex Redeem, and Kermit. Well, I do remember the Blurps and the Flex Redeem, yep. That's actually on today's list of things to do. I'm not recalling the Kermit, though. That's a new one. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do red plate weighted push-ups. Just realized that Never Knits to Everness is coming out at the end of the month, but also if I get into that play test for that MMO, there's also that. So I really need to crank out and be done with Crimson Desert. Like in a week's time. Oh Lord. Oh no. I feel like that MMO playtest is probably going to be pretty selective, though. And I don't think like absolutely everybody's gonna get in. I don't know that they've really tested their server infrastructure at that scale. Let me screw this in first. You didn't get in. You're stuck in the past. You like playing with that Play-Doh World of Warcraft. You're all about that old Play-Doh. It's not even that brand new Play-Doh. It's that Play-Doh where you know a bunch of colors have been mixed in together a bunch of times. And it's all dried out. Yep. Alright, weighted push-ups. Weighted push-ups. Let me get a slightly better angle for this because I feel like you can hardly even see me when I do these. Most of the time. Well, that's pretty good actually. Oh, that's much better. Alright, gang. What time are we at? 12:40? I don't know if my brother and my parents have left yet. My brother is going on a trip. I was gonna stop up there and say bye before they head out. As per usual, just gonna hang out down here until we get done with all the push-ups. I don't know what we're gonna play today, honestly. I kind of want to get another CZN stream in, because I still have some stuff that I need to do. Before the new season starts. You feel me? Could play some more Mongol, or I could play some Crimson. The only thing about playing single player playthrough games like that, it doesn't really bring in a lot of like new viewers. I hardly get some new people popping in for that, right? It's always like the live service games, right? That's the ones that people pop in for. New update hype. Getting a different perspective. One more set. All right. Ooh. What did we get over here? Well, it's always good to get people in here, right? The workout streams always pop off a little bit more than the game streams anyways. You know, so it'd be good to see more people in for the game streams. Therefore, trying to garner some new people that like that type of stuff. Now we're trying to grow, you know, this is the year of growth. Trying to get some people popping in. I think the best feeling is probably the people that pop in for the game streams. And then guess what? Maybe they pop in for a workout stream. Maybe they say hi during a workout stream. And then, you know, they start to think like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll start working out too. I don't really work out, or maybe I've fallen off of it. But, you know, because they saw my workout stream, you know, planted a seed. You know, sometimes things are stuff that you mull over or think about, you know, for a while before you actually, you know, take action. And at the end of the day, the more that I grow, the more, you know, that I make off of, like, for the live streaming, that I can kind of toss back into, hey, maybe we're getting a new piece of equipment for the home gym so that the workout streams are better. You know, there's a little bit more variety in what I'm doing while I work out. And then, like, of course, then what you guys are watching, right? I won't ever forget the OGs, though, that's for sure. It's tough even for you guys, like, You guys have only seen Clovis in a few times because, you know, he's been pretty busy with like a different schedule, but he was like one of the very first followers. I never forget about you guys. Clovis was the real homie. He was popping in when, like, I'm not saying that the stream like looks out of this park, right? In terms of like maybe lighting, camera angling, yada yada. But it was a heck of a lot worse then, you know. Much different. Like we've definitely made improvements since then. If that's telling you anything. Full Clovis. Alright, what do we have here? Perfect. 1250 already is crazy, by the way. Yeah, the goal now is definitely bigger audience, right? Appreciate you guys for always being in here. We're trying to have a good, nice community, a good chatting experience. People asking questions. As you guys, that made me realize, like, hey, we could do this. We could actually, you know, get this thing going. Ugh. No playing small in 2026, guys. You get after it. You go after it. You got that. You can do it. Maybe not anything, right? Maybe not absolutely anything, right? You should probably still be a law-abiding citizen, right? Within those means, you also probably can't jump off of a building. Well, you can, but that'd probably be the last thing you did. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Man, we're feeling like the back is like pumped up, and we've only done one set of some pull-ups. That's what those are called. someone asked me what pictures when you're talking, is that like they want to see more pictures of me? Or is it more pictures? What? I think you're overthinking this, big dog. But hey, what do I know? It's been a while for me, myself. I'll send a picture of the cake you just baked. That is W moves right there. Actually. I think that is exactly what you should do. Dang, aren't Carly trying to see you in the apron? I think that's what's going on. They're saying, let me see that cake. How long did it take you to get that cake? I mean, bake that cake? Alright, fam, we got one more set of pull-ups, and then it's already set up for a tricep extension, so we'll just rock that next. Maybe we'll rock that. You know what? I should change the camera angle slightly again. All these different exercises are requiring a slightly different camera angle. That's pretty good right there. Maybe we'll scoot it out just a smidge. Good old Thursday bench press workout day. What a good workout too. 287 for 7? Let's go! I actually cannot believe we hit it for 7, with honestly room in the tank. Let me put that down, by the way. Okay, so the first ascending set we did 275, and then we just big balled it with it. Kind of AMRAP, not really, because I definitely had more in the tank. And then I think we did reset to 7 at 235. Just make sure that the workout log is updated. Be able to look back easier. Look back at it. Alright, pull up set here. Also, if we got any new peeps in, welcome in. All things fitness, health, powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related topics. Today I'm a sports chiropractor. On occasion, we'll go into it, especially if I'm dealing with those issues in my own training. And then some occasional game streams too. Hello, hello. Alright, let's move these cameras around. Just this one, actually. Just this one. We got tricep extension and preacher curl left. What do you find to be the most normal injury or area people get injured while lifting? Ooh. That's a pretty good question. I mean, I just think it's probably, it's tough because when people envision or think about, chiropractor, they think about the spine, the low back. But I still see a pretty good amount of shoulder. And actually, I would say it's pretty close between shoulder and low back for sure. Definitely pretty close. I just think I personally see more low backs, but I know my sample size is, probably biased towards, spine related complaints. They don't really know what, a chiropractor can do for their shoulder pain, for example. So I'd say, you know what, sure, at the very bare minimum, you're half correct. How's that? That being said, on my end, well, I've had it all, so. It do be like that. Yeah, it do be like that. I've had it all. I'm a walking guinea pig. Oh yeah, good luck, good luck, good luck. Gotta climb out of that silver. What is that? Oh, interesting. The Overwatch, man. Oh no. I guess it's not as bad as like being so down bad that like you start playing ranked League of Legends. I think that's like peak depression. Like you alright? Somebody starts playing League of Legends ranked out of nowhere in 2026. You gotta check up on them. Gotta make sure they're doing alright. Wait, you've never played League of Legends at all? Wow. That's pretty crazy. Oh, you're a console player, yeah. Peak depression or gotcha games, you aren't ready for that? That's crazy. Actually, I take that back. Peak depression is World of Warcraft. It's even lower. It's even lower than League of Legends ranked. You gotta be real down bad to play World of Warcraft. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Alright, one more tricep set and then we're gonna crank out some preacher curls. The goal is definitely to get a game stream in after workout, but I'm probably gonna eat something first. That'd be a small intermission. Peak depression was destiny? No, say it ain't so. You don't gotta admit that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What the fuck? Alright, what's up? Our last exercise. What are we wanting to play today, man? I just don't know. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure I say goodbye to my brother because he is going to be leaving for his trip. I should just be real quick. I'm just saying bye because I think they're going to be leaving here anytime. And let me turn the music up. Got one more exercise to crank out though. Alright, we're back, Who's ready to crank out? Crank out some preachers. I raise the... I don't know, maybe I do a little bit some lateral raises too. My brother is going to Canada. The good old Canada. It is for business, yeah. What the? Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Alright. Whoa. Trying to do my arena match. In between sets here. What did he say? I was icing my cake. You iced that cake, Arnicar. What's wrong with you guys, huh? What are you guys talking about? Oh, this game is gonna piss me off today, man. Oh my god. I'm angry. Can't wait till I get the burner PC set up down here. Man, maybe you guys can just watch me hit my arenas while I'm working out. In real time. Alright, we got one more set. Yeah, I'm fucking screwed. This game sucks. Well, overall, pretty good workout today, I would say. All of the, what I'd say is workout performances for this week were very, very good. Hit some pretty good sets. And then, not just the main lifts, but the accessories have been going pretty smooth, going up heavier. Like for you to get to Rebel Edge, where you start having VODs or recent streaming. At least you have your workouts on YouTube. I don't know why. I had it turned on, and then something happened, and then it stopped. It stopped doing it. It's just a setting that I have to do. I also don't, I've asked in the past, like, what are the likelihoods of you like actually going back to watch like a fitness and a health VOD, right? I never really got like a clear-cut answer, and I don't know. Maybe some people would, maybe not as much. I feel like VODs are like really good for like new game releases where maybe you couldn't make it when the game dropped, but you wanted to get somebody's first impressions, so you watch the VOD. But yeah, I can put them up for sure. I don't know what caused. I wonder if it's because like during one of my game streams, I was playing maybe like some, you know, just normal music, some copyrighted music, and that like flags it from automatically uploading your VODs. I don't know. Because I definitely swapped it not too long ago, and I was noticing that, like, yeah, it's not automatically uploading my VODs for some reason, like it was. I'll go back and actually add the ones from this week, since this week was a good workout week, and make sure to check that on. No, unless things change, I should be able to. I should be able to. See if there's anything else I need to do on this. No. Make sure I didn't get any emails or messages, because otherwise I do think the day is pretty freed up. I can do whatever. Cool. Cool. Alright, we'll clean up a little bit. Let's lower the bar. If anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We are kind of nearing the end of the workout stream portion. There'll be a small intermission afterwards, and then we'll do some gaming for today. I got the day pretty freed up, the rest of the day at least. I don't know, guys. Should it be a CZN, a Mongol Star Dive, a Crimson Desert? What are we gonna play today? I think that's all the cleaning I really needed to do. Guess we'll turn this off. Just to recap, pretty good workout. 287 for 7 is definitely a PR for, you know, feet up, close grip. Actually super stoked about that. That's the first real bench press PR, like even if it is like variation or whatever, in like a long time, honestly. You know, because we're really dealing with that whole sleep thing. Like, when... I guess it's hard if you haven't like been following me for quite some time, because you guys know, like I've hit 365 for one bench press. I've hit like 352 for like set of 2, 347. I think 347 is either 347 or 342 for 3. Like, we've hit some big sets, But now I kind of feel like I actually am kind of back to that spot, but also maybe one up from that. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, we just kind of been dealing with what we've been dealt. Performance is kind of, here or there, but we're kind of at a spot where I feel like we've really kind of rebuilt and in a pretty good position, The sleep thing is like, yeah, some weeks there's a few days that really suck, but overall, like, it's been, much more manageable, right? I feel like the workouts are more predictable. I'm seeing throughout a block, a 4 to 5 week period of training, it always starts lighter, and the goal is that everything sort of trends up, and then you hit that really heavy weight. You hit that really intense week 4, and then you deload, rest up, and then you kind of hit the ground running again. Starts lighter, but you're feeling real good. Weights get heavier and heavier every week. Yeah, it just feels like it's more consistent. Whereas, like, maybe sometimes along this whole process, it's been like, by the time I get to week 3 or week 4, I feel weaker than what I did for week 1, kind of thing. I'm responding as intended, I guess. Game with the girl that you lead called. No, that's not my guild. That's not my guild. The first one that accepted me for who I am, I guess. That is Star Savior. Which I do have some stuff I need to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just a gacha stream. Maybe we play a few different things. I just do my dailies and we just vibe out. We'll see. I haven't even tried out the new character quite yet. I just dropped my phone. I hope it's alright. Yeah, it looks alright. That's the thing about these wallet cases, man. Everybody wants to say how tacky they are, but I've dropped my phone. I've had some pretty good drops, and this thing is just indestructible. All right, enough yapping. I'm gonna get all wrapped up here. So thanks for popping in, hanging out as always. Thanks for the chatting and the supporting and the follows that we got today. I think it was just I shouldn't say just. I think it was the one for today. So super duper appreciate that. W workout stream and really good workout too. Everything's feeling much better now. So yeah, short intermission. I'm gonna make some stuff to eat real quick, change some settings, like do some things that you guys have been asking about, and then yeah, we'll get some gaming going. All right, thanks for popping in again. I will see you guys hopefully soon. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Saturday for the next workout stream. Peace.